BRICS stands for Brazil, Russia, India, and China. These four nations represent a significant portion of the world's population and landmass. These countries form a powerful economic group, often seen as a counterbalance to the traditional economic powers of the West. They have different cultures and histories, but they share common goals. These goals include economic growth, poverty reduction, and technological advancement. They want to grow their economies and increase their influence in the world. By working together, they aim to create a more balanced global economic landscape. Brazil is known for its vast natural resources, including the Amazon rainforest and extensive mineral deposits. Russia has a strong energy sector, with abundant oil and natural gas reserves that play a crucial role in its economy. India excels in technology and services with a booming IT industry and a large skilled workforce. China is a manufacturing giant, producing a vast array of goods for export around the world. Its rapid industrialization has transformed its economy. Together, they form a significant part of the global economy, contributing to international trade and investment. The idea of BRICS was first introduced in 2001. It was a forward-thinking concept that recognized the potential of these emerging markets. It was a concept by economist Jim O'Neill, who saw the potential for these countries to reshape the global economic order. He predicted that these four countries would become major economic powers, driving global growth and innovation. Over time, they have proved him right. Their economies have expanded rapidly and they have become key players on the world stage. They have shown remarkable growth and development, with new infrastructure projects and business centers emerging in their cities. Their cooperation has strengthened over the years. They hold annual summits to discuss their shared interests and strategies. They discuss economic policies and strategies, aiming to align their efforts for mutual benefit. They also explore ways to collaborate on global issues such as climate change, security, and sustainable development. This unity helps them compete with other economic groups, ensuring that their voices are heard in the global arena. NATO is a military alliance, but its member countries also have strong economies. These include the US, Canada, and many European nations. NATO economies are advanced and highly developed. BRICS economies are still developing, but they are growing fast. They have large populations and vast resources. This gives them a lot of potential for future growth. In contrast, NATO economies are more mature. They have slower growth rates. One key difference is in the structure of their economies. NATO countries have strong service sectors. BRICS countries rely more on manufacturing and agriculture. This makes their economic strategies different. Despite these differences, BRICS economies are catching up. They are investing in technology and infrastructure. They are also expanding their global trade. This helps them compete with NATO economies on a global scale. The OIC stands for the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. It includes 57 member countries. These countries have diverse economies. Some are rich in oil, like Saudi Arabia and UAE. Others are developing nations with different economic challenges. BRICS economies are more unified in their growth strategies. They focus on industrialization and technology. OIC economies, on the other hand, are more varied. Some rely heavily on oil exports, others depend on agriculture or tourism. BRICS have a larger combined GDP than OIC countries. They also have faster growth rates. This gives them an edge in global economic influence. However, OIC countries have significant resources. They can leverage these for economic development. Both groups face unique challenges. BRICS need to address internal disparities. OIC countries need to diversify their economies. By doing so, they can both achieve sustainable growth. The US has the largest economy in the world. It is advanced and highly developed. It leads in technology, finance, and services. BRICS economies, while growing, are not yet at the same level. China is the closest competitor to the US. It has a massive manufacturing sector. It is also investing heavily in technology. India's tech sector is also booming, but the US remains a leader in innovation. Brazil and Russia have different strengths. Brazil's agriculture and natural resources are significant. Russia's energy sector is vital, but they both lag behind the US in overall economic development. Despite these differences, BRICS are closing the gap. They are investing in education and infrastructure. They are also forming strategic alliances. This helps them compete with the US on a global scale. Section 5, BRICs versus Europe economy. Europe has many advanced economies. Countries like Germany, France, and the UK are economic powerhouses. They have strong industrial and service sectors. BRICS economies are still developing, but they are growing at a faster rate. One key difference is in the level of integration. European economies are highly integrated. They have a common market and currency. This makes trade and investment easier. BRICS economies are more individualistic. They have different currencies and trade policies. BRICS countries have larger populations. This gives them a bigger labor force. It also provides a large internal market. European countries have smaller populations, but they have high productivity and income levels. Despite these differences, BRICS are making progress. They are improving their infrastructure. They are also enhancing their trade relations. This helps them compete with European economies. Section 6. BRICS, expansion and future potential. The BRICS nations, comprising Brazil, Russia, India, and China, have been at the forefront of global economic discussions for years. BRICS economies have shown remarkable growth, consistently outperforming many other regions in terms of GDP and overall economic development. They have large populations and vast resources, which provide a solid foundation for sustained economic expansion. This gives them a lot of potential for future expansion, as urbanization and industrialization continue to drive their economies forward. They're investing heavily in technology and infrastructure, building modern transportation networks and state-of-the-art facilities. They are also improving their education systems, ensuring that the next generation is well equipped to handle future challenges. China is leading the way in innovation, with significant advancements in technology and a strong focus on research and development. It is investing heavily in research and development. India is following suit, becoming a major player in the global tech industry. It is becoming a hub for technology and services, attracting investments and talent from around the world. Brazil is focusing on agriculture and natural resources, leveraging its vast lands and biodiversity to boost its economy. Russia is leveraging its energy sector with vast reserves of oil and natural gas, playing a crucial role in its economic strategy. BRICS countries are also forming strategic alliances, working together to enhance their collective influence on the global stage. They are collaborating on global issues, such as climate change and sustainable development, to ensure a better future for all. This helps them increase their influence, making them key players in international diplomacy and economic policy. They are also expanding their trade networks, signing agreements that open up new markets and opportunities for growth. This boosts their economic growth, creating a positive feedback loop that further strengthens their economies. The future looks bright for BRICS as they continue to build on their strengths and address their weaknesses. They have the potential to become major economic powers, shaping the future of the global economy. They are making significant progress with ongoing projects and initiatives that promise to transform their societies. They are also addressing their internal challenges, such as social inequality and political instability, to create a more balanced and sustainable growth model. This positions them well for future growth as they harness the energy and potential of their young and dynamic populations. Section 7, BRICS versus G7 economy. The G7 includes some of the world's largest and most influential economies. These countries are the United States, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and the United Kingdom. They are known for their advanced infrastructure, highly developed industries, and significant technological advancements. On the other hand, BRICS economies, which include Brazil, Russia, India, and China, are still developing, but they are growing at a much faster rate. Currently, the G7 has a combined GDP that is larger than that of the BRICS, reflecting their established economic power. However, BRICS countries have significantly larger populations, which can be a major advantage. This larger population translates into a bigger labor force, which can drive economic growth and development. Additionally, it provides a vast internal market, creating opportunities for domestic consumption and business expansion. While the G7 boasts high productivity and income levels, they face the challenge of aging populations, which can impact their long-term economic sustainability. In contrast, BRICS countries are heavily investing in technology and infrastructure to support their rapid growth. They are also making significant strides in improving their education systems, which is crucial for future innovation and economic competitiveness. These efforts are helping BRICS countries to gradually catch up with the G7 in terms of economic development and technological prowess. Furthermore, BRICS nations are forming strategic alliances and partnerships to enhance their global standing. These alliances increase their influence on the global stage, allowing them to play a more significant role in international affairs. Despite the differences in their current economic status, BRICS countries are making remarkable progress in various sectors. They are actively addressing internal challenges such as pollution, poverty, and inequality, which are critical for sustainable development. Additionally, they are expanding their trade networks, seeking new markets, and enhancing their economic ties with other countries. These efforts help BRICS countries to compete more effectively with the G7 on a global scale, paving the way for a more balanced and multipolar world economy. Section 8. Global impact of BRICS economies. BRICS economies have a significant impact on the global economy. They have large populations and vast resources. This gives them a lot of potential for future growth. They're investing in technology and infrastructure. They are also improving their education systems. China is leading the way in innovation. It is investing heavily in research and development. India is becoming a hub for technology and services. Brazil is focusing on agriculture and natural resources. Russia is leveraging its energy sector. BRICS countries are also forming strategic alliances. They are collaborating on global issues. This helps them increase their influence. They are also expanding their trade networks. This boosts their economic growth. The future looks bright for BRICS. They have the potential to become major economic powers. They are making significant progress. They are also addressing their internal challenges. This positions them well for future growth.